Tonight, the Homeless Project, now with the personal stories of women who live on the streets, women in tents and sleeping on the dirt beside the washes this very night. Watch. Before the pandemic set in, we went in search of women living the worst experiences. How tough is it to be a woman out here? Homeless women on the fringes, telling stories about a world they feel does little to protect them.
They get a little ropey sometimes. It's like we'll be walking down, somebody start talking to you, and next thing you know, they're like putting their hand on your butt.
Women are victimized.
Yeah, they think they can control you and stuff. And I try my damnedest not to let them.
Think about the women, too. I don't know how many women out there, at least 1,000, maybe 2,000 women.
Former Las Vegas City Councilman Bob Coffin says women make up a huge portion of our homeless population.
They're subject to domination by men.
And Coffin says to survive,
they have to find a way to hook up with men to protect them. So you can call it pairing off for protection, or you can call it subjecting yourself to somebody else's domination in order to survive. But women have to do that.
Jillian is just 39 years old.
There is no life on the streets, honey.
She tells our crews she's been raped, and because she's homeless, she says nobody believes her.
Because I'm homeless, it's a darn thing for me. I get to live every night knowing I was defiled and there was no justice for me because I'm homeless.
What's the risk for a woman on the street?
Everything.
Everything how?
As of getting taken advantage of, or getting raped, or getting pushed into things that you don't want to do, but you get harassed of doing it.
Another woman, remember Chanel?
There's too many bodies getting, too many women's dying.
We introduced you to her under the shadow of her protective mother, who hears her daughter's stories and wonders when her daughter will be killed on the streets. Why does the mother worry? Listen to the daughter.
I noticed there's a lot of them gone out here.
A lot of women are gone that you've known?
Yes.
Murdered?
That's what they say.
They just disappear?
Yes.
What is it like to have a friend who's a female out on the streets and then she just disappears?
It hurts. It hurts.
Women in Las Vegas disappearing, and without a roof over her head, without the feeling that she will ever be safe, Chanel speaks of the day she disappears like it's a foregone conclusion.
Whenever my day comes, that's when the Lord bringing me home. So until then, I'm going to try to survive the best way I can.
A spokesman with the Southern Nevada Water Authority tells me the 31-long controversy all came down to one thing: new technology that allows them to access water for the Las Vegas Valley from other sources.
A decades-long controversy all coming to an abrupt end. The Southern Nevada Water Authority voting unanimously Thursday to axe the massive proposed groundwater pipeline.
This is one of the best days of my life.
Patrick Donnelly, the Nevada State Director at the Center for Biological Diversity, has long opposed the project.
It's an honor to be able to see it across the finish line here and, stop what could have been one of the worst environmental catastrophes in the history of the western United States.
The pipeline, first introduced in 1989, was designed to pump billions of gallons of groundwater from remote communities in eastern Nevada into the drier Las Vegas Valley. But the idea was marred with controversy and lawsuits. Ranchers, Native American communities, and environmentalists all argued the nearly 300-mile pipeline would suck local communities and ecosystems dry.
So this project imperiled hundreds of springs, tens of thousands of acres of wetlands, 2 national park units, multiple national wildlife refuges. The stakes were incredibly high.
So what changed? Put simply, the Southern Nevada Water Authority says new technology has shed light on new ways to get the water they need. In addition, it says successful conservation efforts have helped a lot. In a statement, the Water Authority also credits a new low lake pumping station at Lake Mead that can pump up to 900 gallons of water per day into local treatment centers, saying in part it ensures we meet our community's projected water demands for decades to come, even with Lake Mead's ongoing water level fluctuations.
Plans just blew up.
Craig Lanzalotti and Michael Bishop were set to get married in June. Then
COVID-19 happened, and everything was kind of in flux, and we didn't really know what was going on.
Months of planning a Roaring 20s themed wedding went out the window.
It hurt a lot to have to do that.
Craig and Michael originally planned to have their wedding here at the Mob Museum. Then Vegas Weddings blew them away with a deal that allowed them to keep their original wedding date.
We are giving away free weddings if you've lost your wedding during that time frame, during COVID-19.
The free weddings are only for frontline medical workers, and Lanzalotti is a nurse at Spring Valley Hospital. After checking out the chapel, the wedding was back on.
Let's pull the trigger and definitely have it here.
So many first responders had to sacrifice that special day to go fight the front lines. Any way that we could find to give back, we really wanted to do it.
The chapel is also offering a 50% discount on weddings or vow renewals this year for medical staff who didn't have to postpone. Now the grateful couple is back to counting down the days until they tie the knot.
We're really, really excited about that. That's not something that we would have been able to do.
Know that we can do this and move forward has been really nice.
We have a link to all the details on these free weddings. Just click the link in this story on news3lv.com. In Las Vegas, Kyle Wilcox, News 3.
So important, and now we can tell you about work to open one of the biggest mass testing sites in the state for COVID-19. It's happening over at the Las Vegas Convention Center tomorrow, where from now on, as many as 4,000 resort workers can be tested every day. News 3's Lauren Clark is previewing a partnership that came together between UMC, the Culinary Union, and the big three gaming companies. Lauren?
Yeah, this is huge, you guys. Starting tomorrow at 8 a.m. and continuing until 6 p.m., they're expecting at least 1,000 employees from Boyd Gaming, Caesars, and MGM to get COVID-19 tests right here. Now, these are appointment only, so it's not open to the public, and these results can come in as soon as 48 hours.
At the Las Vegas Convention Center, final preparations are underway to make sure thousands of resort employees can get tested for COVID-19.
It's huge for Las Vegas.
University Medical Center spokesman Scott Kerb says this testing site, specifically designed for local resort employees, is part of the plan to welcome back staff safely.
Knowing those results really gives peace of mind to our community and helps us reopen.
So here's how Kerb says it will work. Employees with an appointment will walk through these doors. On the way, a scanner will allow medical staff to check temperatures and isolate anyone with a possible fever. Employees will check in. Their oral swab results administered by staff of the Culinary Health Fund and UMC inside these private booths. Once the results are in, Kerb says those who test positive will be contacted by the health district and directed to self-quarantine for 2 weeks. Those testing negative will go back to work. Testing for this facility will continue for at least a month.
The plan right now is to continue for 30 days. What we're going to do is, in the next few weeks, we'll reassess and see if any other additional dates are needed.
Is a step to ensure that workers are safe when they return back to work.
Bethany Kahn, a spokesperson for the Culinary Union, which represents thousands of casino and strip workers, says the testing site is a good start, but she would like to see Governor Sisolak order mandatory testing for all casino employees.
And workers' lives depend on a uniform mandate from Governor Sisolak throughout Nevada to protect workers and the hospitality industry.